Man, it's been so long, I don't even know what to say. What's going on, guys? And, well, in case you guys forgot, I'm Uncle Nick, and this is my YouTube channel. So for those of you guys that stuck around, thank you. I apologize for taking so long. I had a lot of stuff go on within the last couple months. Some life-changing stuff, some hospital stuff, some injury stuff. Literally my whole schedule changed as far as work's concerned. I'm still here at Never Say Coaching doing all that. That has not changed, but some priorities had to be shifted because I actually got a gig doing social media and content production for a motorcycle dealership and motorsports company. So they're called JT Motorsports, and what I do there is I'm a one-man show. I direct, produce, edit everything, all the content that goes on in their social media. So that took up a lot of my editing time because you only have so much creativity in your head. Brian can attest to this. There's only so much capacity to create something until you just run out of steam. Especially when I was starting out and really trying to hit the ground running and produce good stuff for them. Because say I want to do it with another company, I can show that their social media is now my resume. So I wanted to make sure I came out of the guns firing, got in the swing of things, and really figured out my schedule and how I could become more efficient at doing that so I could come back and create videos for you guys. And I'm now finally getting to that point where I only have to go there a couple days a week, get all my content. Rude. Like, it's a gym or something. He's back there making noise. Guy acts like he owns the place. Pretty much me trying to get in the swing of things and lay all that out. So my content mapping was good. I was efficient. I wasn't wasting time. I was in, I was out, and then I edit. Because YouTube videos are a little bit lengthier because they're longer, whereas I'm doing anywhere from 1 minute to 3 minute videos for the social media stuff. So even if you guys follow my Instagram, you'll notice that even my content has suffered because I just haven't had the time. So I'm finally getting to the point where I can juggle things a little bit better because I know the swing of things, how things are working at this company and their schedule and everything like that. I just wanted to make a video and explain to you guys where I have been. And that's one of the many reasons. 2, I was in the hospital for about a week. Now, part of that was because I deal with the VA, and it's the VA. And it took them a better part of a week to get me an MRI and an ultrasound. So basically, I woke up one morning, I came here and I coached. And I noticed I was fine until I started coaching. I felt my heart beating a little bit, like a little bit faster than normal. And I figured it was just like a palpitation or something. And I get home, put my rice in the cooker, my normal schedule stuff. I lay down, take a nap for 20 minutes, and I'm noticing, Billy! What's up? Billy has also been out for a while because you're doing PT stuff. You're in your clinicals, right? Yeah. You travel to where, York? Yeah, I'm going. I can't even remember that. Of course I remember that. But Billy just popped in. Business Billy. He's actually on the tail end of his physical therapy licensing stuff. Something like that. So he's been nosing the books. He's another one that's kind of got a lot of stuff going on that can't be here, that can't be around and doing the normal stuff as much. So anyways, I get home, put my rice in the cooker. I feel really fatigued. And I'm laying down and I'm noticing that my heartbeat's kind of in my throat, like it's racing. I don't know what's going on. Me being me, I get up and continue about my business. And I get here. Brian might be able to tell you a little better of what he noticed, but I just felt out of it. Like I put 135 on the bar. Apparently I was pale. I was deadlifting, and I put 135 on the bar. It was a little short-winded, 225. 315. I did 3 reps at 315 and felt like I had just done an AMRAP set. I laid down on the floor, had trouble breathing. I was super anxious. Now, I've never had any heart issue before, so I had no idea what the signs or symptoms was. Luckily, we have CRNP here. She's kind of like our, when we do dumb stuff, she makes sure we don't die. I felt like shit, is what it came down to. It got to the point where Billy actually was like, you need to go. I'm like, I'm fine. So about 5 o'clock rolls around. I'm like, I feel like on a downward spiral kind of. My energy's dropping. I'm kind of out of it. And M comes up. She brings a stethoscope. She's like, you do not look good. She takes my pulse. She's like, you're an AFib. I can't tell. You have such an irregular heartbeat. I can't really count it, but I'm guessing you're somewhere around 150 beats per minute. So Billy takes me to the hospital. We go stop at a gas station. I'm having trouble counting my money. I'm having trouble with my motor skills, thumbing through my money, and that's when I knew something was wrong. Thought I was gonna maybe pass out or something. We get to the hospital. They take me right in, and they were surprised I was still conscious. Now, I've been in this since about 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Now, by the time I got to the hospital, it was probably 6:30. So I was in AFib for 9 hours or so. They take me back to do an x-ray, go get my x-ray, come back. I pop out of AFib. My EKG checked out. Now, my EKG, when I got there, looked like someone handed Ray Charles a pen and he just went nuts with it. Like, it was all over the place. I popped out of AFib. They told me I didn't want to stay. Billy advised I stay. Everyone that had any sort of common sense advised I'd stay. So I stayed, and I ended up being there throughout the week because they did not want to release me because I was in the ICU and I was high risk. They couldn't figure it out, and I got released about a week later. My MRI checked out, my MRI checked out, my ultrasound checked out. They said it all looked healthy. They don't know why. They gave me this medication to take if I ever go in AFib again. It's not medication, but some pills to take that if I ever go in AFib again, it's supposed to bring me out. I just take them. So I keep some in my go bag and I keep some at home just in case. So that's what happened with that. That was my first ever heart issue, and it's a scary thing because you feel helpless. Like, it's a really humbling, really mortal experience because there's literally nothing you can do. You're just kind of there hoping your heart doesn't stop. One of the last words the VA doc said to me is like, if you drop when you walk out of this place, we won't know why. That was good. I did a follow-up with a private cardiologist because it's the VA. I had trouble dealing with them. They ended up actually scheduling me an appointment 3 months after the fact. Like, what good's that gonna do me? So I went and paid out of pocket and saw a cardiologist on my own, and he's confident that I should be in the clear. I'm healthy. He recommended that I stay under 100 milligrams of caffeine. Just to be safe, not saying that's an indicator, but it could be a trigger. But I stay under daily. The only time I take caffeine is when I'm training, and it's these little packets, and it's like 50 milligrams of caffeine. So it's literally half of what was recommended I take. Now, before that, I didn't make a video of it, but I attempted 700. It flew off the floor, got to my knees, and it's like someone turned a switch off, turned all my horsepower off. My deadlift went from being an almost 700-pound pull to I couldn't pull anything over 5. Don't know why. I felt something in my back. Once again, I went to the VA. Now, this was a few weeks before the heart thing. So I had back-to-back things that happened. Meanwhile, I'm prepping for Worlds. I'm starting to prep for Worlds. So I've been rebuilding my deadlift. As of a couple days ago, I pulled over 600 for the first time, pulled 635. Now, mind you, I have a deadlift medley at 495, 585, 635, 675. That's gonna be me probably playing it safe and not trying to get injured, but trying to have a fast split time through the first 3 pulls. If I feel weird after that 3rd pull, I'm going to play it safe. I'm gonna call it because there are 5 more events. The Cinco. Now, mind you, I get out of the hospital after the hospital, I have about 60 days to train for Worlds after that's all said and done. By the time I got cleared to lift again, which was about a month total of time. I have 60 days. So I've been prepping for Worlds, actually training actively for about 60 days. It's not a lot of time for a comp this level. So with the help of Brian, a friend of mine, Terry Rady, with my nutrition, who actually has some experience with the heart health stuff, I brought him on as my nutritionist to try and get me as healthy as possible going into this. so I didn't have any more heart issues, and just get me as big and strong as possible. So, but with my guys here, Brian and Billy when he can be here, and then Terry, of course, doing my nutrition and helping me out with some programming stuff along the way. As someone who's won this show, it's good to have those guys in my corner and bring the best package I can. Now, I'm going into this mentally saying I want to qualify for my spot next year to get invited back. Because if I think about it any other way, I'll put a lot of pressure on myself. And knowing I haven't had the best deck of cards for prep, that if I think about it like, oh, I need to win, I'm going to lose sleep. I'm going to. So I'm going in it. I'm going to run what I brung, leave it all out there on the line, put a show together as best as I can, and just execute everything that I've practiced. I had my last pressing day today with the axle. I'm just going to run what I brung, and hopefully it's good enough to get on the podium this year. I missed the podium by 1 point last year. That was my first year to world level, so this will be my second year, and I mean, hopefully I do get on the podium. I'm competitive. I can't not have that hope to win. Like that, I just don't have that bone in my body. But realistically, if I qualify and earn my spot and I had the best show I could possibly have, I won't lose sleep over that. Because that means the guys were just stronger, they were better, and that it is what it is. That's how the cookie crumbles, right? So with that being said, I am back. I'm going to be putting out videos more regularly, obviously not taking months off because I'm starting to get my schedule back together and figure everything out. But for those of you that stuck around and are here to watch this video, thank you so much. I also had a shirt released, the Uplift shirt through the Loyal brand. We rise by lifting others. I will post that video on its own to the channel so you guys can all see it. I'll do a little intro, talk more about that, but it's good. I will be doing stuff from Worlds, the travel, the prep, and all that stuff going into that. It's down in Daytona Beach. So if you're in Florida, come on out and watch some of the strongest men and women, middleweights, lightweights, heavyweights in the world go head to head. So until the next time, you guys know what the deal is. Man, it's been a while since I've done this. Get out there, get after it, and embrace the suck.